Hey everyone, Kyle here from Wealthy Affiliate. Today I'm going to be talking about keywords and how to get ranked under particular keywords. This is an elusive topic for a lot of people, and a lot of people have difficulty getting rankings in Google. And I want to give you a path in which you can almost ensure that you're going to get either first or second page rankings under an unlimited number of keywords. So if this sounds crazy to you, it's not. I can assure you that after you watch this video, it's gonna really, the pieces are really gonna fit together, and you're gonna comprehend the idea of using low competition keywords and turning that into content and ultimately rankings on your website. So I'm gonna be walking you through the process right from the keyword to the content development and publishing the actual content on my website, and then showing you how you can determine whether or not your keywords are ranked in Google. So without further ado, here I go. So the approach that I always tell people to take when building out a website right from the ground floor is to focus initially on super low competition keywords, also known as the low-hanging fruit of the keyword world. And by this I mean, like a fruit tree, it's easier to grab at the low-hanging fruit than it is to climb the tree and grab the bigger pieces of fruit at the top. So what we're going to be doing is when we initially build out our website, we're going to be going after lower traffic but really low competition keywords, so we can build up those initial rankings, get traffic, get engagement, and then as we gain more and more authority with our website, then we can start tackling some of the more competitive search terms within the search engine. So by low-hanging fruit, I typically mean under 100 QSR or 100 competition in Google, and I'm going to be explaining more on how to find these particular keywords as I get into things. So the next step I'm going to do here is I'm going to go off and I'm going to come up with some of these low-hanging fruit search terms. So the first thing I do is called the alphabet soup technique, and if you've gone in through the training, you've probably seen me mention this before, and you've likely seen some of the training videos on it. Basically, what you're doing is you're typing search terms into Google. How to lose weight, here's an example, and you can see as I'm typing, Google's giving me recommendations via the Google Instant is what it's called. And basically what I do is I leverage this for my initial keyword ideas, which I then go plug into Jaxi or the WA keyword tool to get data and metrics on that particular keyword. So as I'm typing in, I can type in how to lose weight, and then I type in the letter A, B, C, and I can go through the alphabet and get a ton of keywords within absolutely any niche. I'm just showing you within in the weight loss niche, and there's thousands of different aspects of the weight loss niche, like how to lose weight cycling, for on the road, on the exercise bike, on the stationary bike. See, these are all terms I would have never come up with, but there was definitely people searching them in Google, because Google tends to show keywords that are getting searched the most within their Google Instant algorithm. So this is an absolutely brilliant technique for coming up with your initial concepts, how to lose weight, and still. So here's another one: how to lose weight and still eat, still drink beer, still drink wine. I know a lot of people are searching terms like that. So maybe I'm going to do a little bit of research on these terms now that I've narrowed it down a bit more, and come up with a keyword that I want to try. So the first one I'm going to type in is how to lose weight and still drink. Something that I'm sure a lot of people are probably searching, because a lot of people don't want to compromise their entire lifestyle, but they want to lose weight at the same time. So let's see if anyone's searching this term. And I'm using Jaxi Enterprise. It's by far my favorite tool. You can use the WA keyword tool, or if you have Jaxi free account, you can use that, or if you have Jaxi Pro or Enterprise, you can use that as well. So here's a keyword. It's got 48 monthly searches, which is perfectly fine in my books. Anything with traffic is a good keyword. And what I mean by this is if you have if you get rankings on the first page under a keyword that gets 50 clicks a month versus not getting ranked under a keyword that gets 10,000 searches, which keyword is better? Obviously the keyword that you're getting ranked under. And these things, like if you start picking off keywords that have 50 to 100 or 200 searches a month, this traffic is really going to pile up. Like it'll only be a matter of time before you have 50 keywords that you're indexed under, if not more. As you write content, you'll get indexed. A given page could get indexed under 10 different keywords. So the traffic really does pile up, and the main thing we're looking for is a low QSR. So you can see 38 QSR here. Drink beer, still lose weight is 7 QSR. When you eat, still lose weight is 0. The keyword doesn't necessarily make sense. We want it to make sense. But this is definitely a good keyword and something that I could definitely target, or I could target. I think I noticed like, and I still drink beer. I could test that out and see what sort of search results that is. The key is keeping this QSR column, and in Wealthy Affiliates, I'll just show you the same search over here under the keyword tool in the menu here. I'll just show you how to find the competition. So you search, and you can see the competition column right here. And if you click view result for any of these, it's going to say page 42 of 412 results. So you're after this 412 number. That is the true competition in Google. So under any given search term, how to lose beer and how to lose weight and still drink beer, it only has 33 competition. So that one would be an excellent keyword for a low-hanging fruit keyword. I'm just going to go back here, how to lose weight and still eat. I'm going to test this keyword out as well, just give you some more examples. But you can see there's like, honestly, there's so many keywords out there that I could sit here for 100 days and not get through a fraction of them. I hope you're really seeing the potential of keywords, because there's so many out there, and if you use the alphabet soup technique with Jaaxi or with the WA keyword tool, you're really going to tap into an unlimited set of keywords in absolutely any niche, whether you're weight loss or otherwise. So how to lose weight and still eat, that's another excellent keyword. 66 QSR, which is very low, is under the 100. So, and it gets over 100 searches a month. So maybe what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this keyword and I'm going to create content targeting this keyword. So in the next step, I'm going to show you how to create content from a keyword and create it in a way that Google will like, and obviously in a way that your audience will like. So we've got our keyword, we understand the process of keyword research, we found quite a few different keywords, and now we're going to be building out the content for these particular keywords. So here's my finished product. I didn't want you to sit through me creating the actual content, but what we're going to do is we're going to go back through my content, and I'm going to show you how I came about creating this, and the pros and the cons of the content, and kind of what you're after within the content that you create within your posts. So here I am. I'm within the editor. And first things first is my title. So here's my target keyword: how to lose weight and still eat. So that's the target keyword that I'm trying to get ranked under. But I've added something to make my title more interesting. What I see a lot is people just taking their target keyword and just making that the title, and that's it. I'm not a real big fan of that, and I don't think your users are, because remember, when you get ranked in Google, it's going to show your entire title. So here's how to eat and lose weight, 11 steps. See, that's a lot more interesting than how to eat and lose weight. So this person, they kind of know what they're doing, and they're saying 11 steps. to me, as someone searching, I find that far more interesting than just the target keyword. So what I usually do is I try to make my titles more captivating and interesting. So that's the first thing that you're going to want to do. The second thing I do is I try to keep all my, if you go through any of my content, you're going to see I try to keep uh, any block of content um, at, in a smaller bite-sized piece versus a massive block of content. It makes it a lot easier to read. A lot of time people get into the trap of creating a page of content, and it's literally one paragraph. It's impossible to read, and no one's gonna actually go through your content. Your goal, believe it or not, is to get people to read your content. A lot of people dehumanize this process, and it's always a reader on the other end of your content. So you want to do whatever you can to appeal to your reader, and keeping the paragraph smaller. We live in a 140 character world now with Twitter and Facebook and all other social mediums. People are used to reading shorter tidbits of information. So that's another thing that you want to be careful about, and I do suggest you keep your paragraphs a lot shorter than you probably were taught in school, because it's a lot more readable and people will read your content. People read your content, then you have far more revenue opportunity. Secondly, I use headlines within my content. I break up the sections so I kind of prelude what I'm going to be talking about. And to do this, I highlight the text that I want to make a heading, and I make it an H3 tag. I don't make them too long because you ideally want them to fit onto one line. If I go and view this, I'm just going to show you. You want your headings to ideally fit on one line. You don't want it wrapping along several lines, else it's difficult to read as well. So basically, as someone's reading through your content, you want them to see, okay, a calorie is really a calorie. I'm interested in reading about that, so I'm going to continue reading the foods that are destroying our lives. Oh, okay, that's interesting, and kind of I really want to see what they're going to talk about. So people read through that, and then I prelude the next, eating more stuff that makes you full. And then eating for less hours during the day. Okay. And then they read through your actual content and they get to the bottom. So that versus paragraph after paragraph after paragraph, people have no clear division within your content as to what is what, and they have no way to naturally index it in their brain of what they're reading about. So this way, like if someone's reading within the section, they know that they're reading about this title here, sorry. And then if they're in this next section here, they know they're reading about the foods that are destroying your lives, and so on and so forth. So that's very important. I used heading 3 tags for this. You can use heading 2. I wouldn't go heading 1. They're just a little bit too big. So just as long as you have a division of your content and you prelude the content that's ahead, I think that you're going to be far more effective with your actual content. Another thing I do is I add relevant images, as has been discussed before, and I use various sources. I use Wikipedia Commons. I use royalty-free images. Sometimes I'll pay for images on Fotolio.com. That's one of the main ones. And a lot of the time I'll take screenshots of products or services or websites. I don't take screenshots of images, but I'll do screenshots of products or services. Like as I'm navigating, or if I'm trying to show someone something, I make use of screenshots as well. So I've incorporated relevant images. At the top here, I've incorporated an image of someone eating. So how to lose weight and still eat is my topic. So you want visual representation of what you're talking about. Down here, I'm talking about the foods that are destroying our lives. The big Coca-Cola label, and then I discuss pops and drinks are very bad for you, and then that's all the images. I could incorporate another image if I wanted and still be highly effective, but you don't want to overuse images, and you want your images to be very relevant to what you're talking about. And I think the last couple things that I want to talk about is user engagement. You want to be highly highly engaging within your content. You want to talk to people. You don't just want to tell them about stuff. You want to be interesting to the point where people are interested in reading your content. So don't be boring with your content, and it's okay to write from your personal voice and opinion, and write based on what you think about a particular topic. That's okay as well. And I always end my content by asking people to leave comments if they have feedback, or I kind of leave them hanging, just like, oh, what do you think of this topic? And that way it's going to lead to comments. Comments on my site, like say someone reads there, they're going to leave a comment, and then we can start a dialogue, and then the next person that comes to my page is going to find this far more interesting. So basically I don't want to get into too much detail and tell you exactly how I'm writing about this particular topic, because it's going to change for every topic, and you're likely within a different niche. So that's just basically the aesthetics and the design breakdown of what I do. And in terms of your keyword, I always put my keyword in the title, and I try to fit it somewhere within the first paragraph, and then I write naturally. Sometimes I'll hit on the keyword several more times, sometimes I won't, but I don't focus on a keyword after I've got it within my title and within the first couple paragraphs at least once. Actually no more than once, and then just write naturally. If you do have other instances of your keyword, then that's completely fine. But the worst thing you can do is start injecting your keyword in different places, because Google will know, and you will not get rankings if you start keyword stuffing your articles. So that's a big mistake that a lot of people make. But that's basically the walkthrough of what I do. I go off, I find a low competition keyword. I'll create a page of content. There's no length in limits. I don't say this article needs to be 400 words. I write until I've covered the topic that I want to talk about, and I've been thorough enough as I want to be, and then I publish it. And then that's content that Google's likely going to index. It's low competition, so it's going to get higher rankings in Google. And as you gain more authority, these things are going to rank very quickly. Not everything you write is going to rank. I don't sit there and pray and hope that my articles are going to rank, but sometimes they won't rank. But more often than not, if you're targeting a low competition keyword under 100 QSR, you're going to start eating up the first page rankings in Google very quickly. So I hope you enjoyed this video, from keyword to content to rank. And if you have any questions, comments, just leave them below, and I'll be more than happy to help you out.